Hey everyone, I had a few questions over the last few weeks about rubrics. So I wanted to show you an easy way to add them to an assignment and how you might use them. When you go to modules, which is where you should be doing all of your building, there are some assignments that I have a rubric on. And so often I'll use rubrics on my discussion items. But if you have an item that you want to add a rubric to, that is a normal assignment, so it's not connected to Edpuzzle, not a Google Doc assignment. You can still add to that assignment a very easy rubric. And so one of the ways you can do that is in the rubric area right here. I have a bunch of different rubrics I've been trying out and testing different things. So I have a discussion board rubric, and it kind of looks like this. And it takes a little bit to get it to look like this, or even more complex or less complex, but it is really easy to do. So in the rubric section, if you're going to make a general rubric you're going to use all over the place, I use one. I don't know if it's in this class, but it's just like a correct, incorrect one. I think it's this one. I probably should have named it a little better. But it's either it's correct, it needs work, or wasn't attempted. This is like an easy 10-point assignment. The reason why I use the rubric like this is because if I'm going to grade something from my phone, like while I'm at home watching TV, or if I want to grade a lot of stuff real fast, but have some like feedback, I'm like, hey, this was correct. You did a good job. Great. You need some work. I'm only going to give you 50%, which is an F. You still get some points, but I'm acknowledging that you turned it in, but you do need to redo it. Okay, and very easy tool to do is you can also delete rubrics you don't like. But you can build them right here in the course navigator, clicking on rubrics, and then you can build rubrics, and it will tell you how many criteria it has. You can name it whatever you want. You can delete them. But I wanted to show you in an assignment how you can add one or create one right inside of an assignment. So inside a module, I'm going to push the plus sign. I'm going to create a new assignment. I'm going to call it a fake assignment for rubrics. I'm going to open this assignment up. And right here, this is called the assignment builder. You can click the edit button, and then you can create your assignment, right? Or if you know like what you want to do already and you don't want to build it just yet, you can add the rubric first or last. A hint, if you wanted to use a rubric on an assignment you're going to attach to a Flipgrid, you actually have to attach the rubric first, then attach a Flipgrid. But that's advanced. The one big thing you need to know is when you're building a rubric, you do need to select this option here that says use this rubric for assignment grading. If you want it to automatically add up the rubric and then put the grade in the grade book for you. You can name the rubric right here and say this random rubric. You can build this rubric either out of outcomes. So, and this is my bio class. I could say that I'm going to use this standard. So this is a high school life science 2-5. Very specifically, it's the B.4 version. They either exceed expectations with 5 points, they meet expectation with 3 points, or they did not meet with 0 points. And this is an aggregate, and there's actually a whole mathematical equation. And the more time the student attempts the standard and exceeds expectations, they move closer to mastery. And that's what these numbers end up. This is what all that stuff means. This can be edited by our school. If you have specific things you want on your standards, you can talk to Katie about that. So I can add the standard here, and when I'm grading assignments, it meets expectations, or it meets or exceeds expectations, or does not meet the expectations. And I can have this one, do not post outcome results to learn and grade with mastery. So it's just, I'm showing the kids what they do or don't know at this point. And they all look like this. They have a target sign there. But if you're just wanting to build a rubric, you click on criteria, and you can add new criteria, So if I'm looking at sentences used, like the requirement was 3 sentences and you only put 1, I could make 3 categories. So I can make a mid category that says 2 sentences, and I can explain like what specifically I'm looking for. And maybe this is going to be, I require them to use 3 sentences. And I could say that, 3 sentences. This one could be 2 sentences, and this one could be none, or I can add another category, and you can parse this together all you want. All of the writing and stuff, if you want to put specific words like where it says no mark, I can put no score, redo, and I can change just about everything on here. And my rating area can also be arranged. So if I want to, as a teacher, give a student a specific range, I can do that. And I can choose whether it's 5 to 0. So I can say, you get a 3 on that. Or you could use, the buckets. And if you got a 4, this is what it means. If you got a 3, this is what it means. 0, this is what it means. You can also remove points from rubrics. So the rubric is just you sharing feedback with a student. And you can also do a free write. So if I wanted to do a free write but have points, I would do that. So it says remove points from rubric. That's how you get the points done. But I can add those back. Use the rubric to give grades. And this area will be blank, and I can type in whatever I want in this area. So very, very easy to do. And sorry, I got distracted. And that's it for rubrics. They're wonderful tools to use. I should probably show you what they look like in SpeedGrader. So I'm going to go to grades, and I'm going to show you real quick just what one of my rubrics looks like for like a discussion item. So I'm going to go to this goals assignment. And if I scroll down the bottom, you see on discussions, you don't see them. They're underneath the skinny snowman or the vertical ellipses. Show rubric, and you can see the rubric right here. But if I want to see the rubric in SpeedGrader, remember you have to click that use it for grades. And then just right here, you click view rubric, and I can click, boom, done. And that's not what that scores for the kid. But I can see what the student did, and then I can see the rubric. I can also move this little panel over. So if I want to see like the paper I'm grading, and then I can pop up my rubric, and it's going to take the full spans. You still have the ability to leave comments for each individual box, or you can leave comments at the very end of the assignment for a student. Students can click and see the view a longer description, and it pops up and tells you, okay, in this area, these are the critical things. Mine is just student communication. And this one right here for extra credit, it's the student provided the additional details to earn extra credit. And so I offer 1, 2 points in just about everything. If the student gets, all 5 points here and here, I give them, 1 or 2 points extra, depending upon the quality of the work. Thank you.